Shalom, giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Hudash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that do labor and teach the truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, you hopeful elect, on the highway and hedges, making your body a living sacrifice, according to Romans 12 and verse 1. Also, shalom to sincere believers as well, which consist of men and women. Shalom, brakatham, and as always, Abba Babal. DTA, this is your brother Zakar Aban coming back with another video. This is the book of Psalms 146 and verse 3. Do not, put not your trust, Salaki, put not your trust in prince, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. Verse 3 in NLT, don't put your confidence in powerful people. There is no help for you there. Okay? And we see how a lot of these people put their trust in what? In America. Especially in Mr. Redman right here, Donald Trump. Putting their trust in something that's like quicksand, that is sinking. Okay? Putting your trust in something that was already predetermined to be destroyed, according to prophecy. So let's play this video, and we'll get more into it, Lord's will. Wait me 1 second. Salakia. Salakia.
About for years, you're asking, we have text for some.
It would have been so funny.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this.
And real fast, you know, look at these guys, man. Look at these guys that are, you know, with luminal foils on their heads. You know, just goofy. Just goofy, man. Come on.
We have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February.
So we're stupid.
Yeah, we're the fucking idiots, guys. Just to let you know, we're wasting time. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. That is, like, in all seriousness, that is, I think, what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. Like, obviously, the intelligence community is trying to cover it up. Obviously, the Trump administration is trying to cover up. Something changed because they ran on this idea of exposing it all. All these guys had great ideas. Cockeyed Cash, Dan Bongino. He had clips, doggy.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it there. So that's pretty much the point. Okay, and you heard what he said. Hey, Dow says, he said that we are stupid, right? As far as them, you know, trusting once again in Donald Trump, okay, who one of those emperors coming back, right? As brothers say, you know, it could be Nero, but the point is, you trusting in putting your trust in Rome all over again, right? Because this, you know, America is likened unto what? Rome. And what happened to Rome? It fell. Okay? And this is the revival of the Roman Empire right here in America. And the same thing, the same fate is going to happen. And why is that? Let's go to the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and let's read verse 12. It says, woe to him, and woe means what? Destruction. Woe to him that builded a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. Established a city by what? Iniquity. And that's how America, right, which is Rome, the revival of the Roman Empire, which is also known as Babylon the Great, you know, was established by genocide, by rape, rob, murder. Verse 12, Habakkuk 2 and verse 12 in NLT, well, sorrow awaits you who build cities with money gained through murder and corruption. This whole place is what? Corrupt. Right? Everyone knows the history of how America was established. It's a known fact. Once again, by murder, bloodshed, rape, rob, all of that, man. So you putting your trust in something that was already prophesied to be destroyed. So let's read a little bit of this, and that would be pretty much it. It says, Flagrant podcast host and comedian Andrew Schultz is somewhat turning on Donald Trump after voting for him over Kamala Harris in 2024 presidential election. Okay, and regardless who you vote for, brothers understand this. The believers, all right, the believers, brothers and sisters, that's of the household of faith, understand that, regardless if it's Democrat, Republic, it's the same thing. As the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. It said during a recent podcast episode, Schultz admitted he's been sort of duped it by Trump, as the comedian put it. And that, and real quick, that reminds me of the movie Malcolm X, where in the movie he said, "You've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled." What else he say? He said, "Led astray, ran amok." So this is what happens when you put your trust in man. I'm gonna grab it just a second, Jeremiah 17. But this is what happens when you put your confidence, right, in man. As the comedian put it, everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do, and now he's doing the exact opposite thing of every single effing thing. All right, and that's, Donald Trump is nothing more than a mascot or a puppet being controlled by the elites, the banking families, right? The Rothschilds, the Ish people. And they've been controlled by who? Yahweh Shai. The Most High controls the right and the left side. There be people that DM me like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this, Schultz said. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's doing is going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped it on that, which I kind of like. All right. So, continue goes on and on. Okay. But once again, we see a lot of these Trump supporters is what turning on him, which is all beautiful. Okay. Because this is, eventually is going to lead to what? All out chaos. Lord's will, very, very soon. This is the book of Jeremiah 17 and verse 5. Thus said the Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man, and maketh it flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Yahweh. So it says, thus said the Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man. So cursed be you. All right. So your faith is going to be what? To be destroyed. Okay. That's your fate. Since you trust in man, since you trust in the ways and the things of America, which is wrong once again, all over again, then ultimately you're going to be destroyed right along with it. And make it a flesh's arm, and whose heart departed from the Yahweh. Now in the NLT it says, this is what the Yahweh says, cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans, who rely on human strength and turn their hearts away from the Yahweh. Right. All right. Rely on human strength. Okay. And also, you see how a lot of people love to say the American military, all of this. Well, the American military is becoming what? Weak, man. Okay? This whole empire is done. Jeremiah 17 and verse 6 in NLT. They are like stunted shrubs in the desert with no hope for the future. They will live in the barren wilderness and uninhabited salty land. Right? And why is that? Because they put their trust in man. Okay, so you don't have no hope. You don't have nothing prosperous coming your way. All you have is what? Destruction. Blessed is the man that trusted in the Yahweh, and whose hope the Yahweh is. But blessed are those who trust in the Yahweh and have made the Yahweh their hope and confidence. Okay, so we trust in Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai. We got full on, confidence and hope that the Most High is gonna give his believers a great reward. Okay, and to the non-believers of our nation, destruction, and these heathens just gonna be wiped away. All right, no more ruling for them. So they put their trust in Donald Trump because Donald Trump was like their last hurrah, so to speak. Okay, their last great punch, their last great knockout. Right, they swinging for the fences, man. So this is ultimately what happens when you put your trust once again in man. So I'm in it there. I'm gonna give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah Hodash. Honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that do labor teaching truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you Akim, you hope for a let on the highway and hedges, making your body a living sacrifice, according to Romans 12 and verse 1. And also Shalom to you sincere believers as well, which consist of men and women. Shalom, Brakatham, and as always, a bottom of ball. Shalom and DTA.